Wanting to love yourself is going to be one of the hardest journeys that you'll ever go on in your entire life. It's going to feel icky, it's going to be uncomfortable until it's not. Because your mind, your ego, it loves to latch on to what is familiar. It loves to be like, oh, well, this person said this negative thing about you. Surely that means it's true. Especially if you are the one who keeps believing that about yourself. I don't want to construct positive beliefs about me now because I'm so used to the negative ones. But my friends, in order to get over this hump, you have to turn the mind off. You have to realize that this mind that I have is just my conditioning telling me over and over and over again that I am not enough. But I'm not the mind. I can choose to change my mind at any time that I want to. And it might feel like it's impossible to stop thinking these negative things about yourself just because you've given your mind the permission to rule over your life. But once you rule over your mind, it will stop having so much power over you. And learning an entirely new belief system is going to be a very challenging thing to do. Getting rid of all those negative projections in your mind, that's going to be an extremely uncomfortable thing to do. You're fighting your own judgments. You're fighting other people's judgments. You're fighting society's judgments. You're fighting all of these judgmental energies that are coming at you in your mind that have constructed who you are today. And you are unlearning every single one of those things. And that is where the discomfort sets in. It's just because our egos are so used to familiarity. So introducing a new belief system is going to throw the whole system out of whack. But I want you to know that that discomfort that you experience when you actually go on the journey to love yourself, that's what's supposed to happen. That's just the ego dying. That's just your mindsets being shifted around in there. And when you're no longer comfortable, when you're no longer settling for these mindsets, your world is starting to shift. And whenever there's a shift to your belief system, it's going to feel icky. It's going to feel uncomfortable because you're putting this old story down of I hate myself, I'm insecure in myself. And you're picking up a brand new story about yourself around I love myself, I'm secure in myself, I feel good about myself. And so that's going to throw your mind way off because it's not used to this. It's not used to this positive change. What? Positivity? I'm not used to all this. Your mind is so conditioned to orient itself towards negative thoughts about yourself. And so when you introduce new positive thoughts, it's going to feel uncomfortable for a while. But I want you to understand that the discomfort is normal. The discomfort is valid. It is okay to feel uncomfortable about the thought of loving yourself. Because for so many years, you've been programmed by society, by people around you, by maybe even your parents or your classmates or your coworkers or whoever it might be, that you are not enough, that you ought to hate yourself, that you ought to find something about yourself to hate. And so breaking out of the familiarity is a very scary and uncomfortable journey. But the thing is, just because it's uncomfortable does not mean that it's not worth it. I find that a lot of the most uncomfortable things in life actually are the best things that ever happened to us in life when we look back on them. And I remember when I first started to put down this old story of being insecure and hating myself and disliking the person that I was, and I started to craft a new story, it was very hard for me at first. I felt like I couldn't do it. I felt like it was just impossible. I thought I would never get to this point. But with perseverance and dedication, and trying every single day in little tiny ways to love myself, I got to this place today. And now I'm able to make content to help people in this way. But if you feel uncomfortable about all of this, that is totally normal. It's just your mind shifting. It's your mind not being used to all of this. And when it's not used to this, it's uncomfortable. But I want you to persevere through this. I want you to persevere through the discomfort because on the other side of this, there's that brand new story waiting for you to taste it. And I want every single person to be able to taste it because it tastes so good. And I will never go back to that old story ever again. Because once you get a taste of how much you really can love yourself, how secure you can feel in your energy, how good you could feel about yourself, you'll never want to go back to feeling insecure. But please be patient with yourself and know that this is a marathon and not a sprint. And it's going to taste good eventually. Even if it doesn't taste good right now, even if it feels uncomfortable right now, have grace with yourself. Have patience with yourself. But just remember that I believe in you, but I just want you to believe in yourself. You got this. I'll see you guys next time.